Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Crypto Griff, and I got something that is not crypto related. I'm doing a video on this coronavirus bullshit. Excuse my language, but this really burns my biscuits. Alright. All these restrictions, state and local governments have issued various executive orders, COVID-19 orders, attempting to curb the spread of the COVID-19 virus from states of emergency to shelter in place to stay at home orders. While they differ somewhat from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, that means it's opinionated. It means this is all some asshole's opinion of what you need to do. Most COVID-19 orders contain the following restrictions related to business closures. And I'm going to tell you now, you're going to see it later anyway. You don't have to close any of your businesses. You don't have to do crap that they tell you. You own your business. You do what you want with your business. I will not close my business for anyone. It's my business. I decide what happens to it. I decide who wants to buy or sell from my business. Okay? All businesses except essential businesses, which every business is essential, are required to cease all activity at facilities, but employees are allowed to work from home to the extent possible. Restaurants and other food service establishments are prohibited from serving food for consumption on the premises, but may serve food for carry-out, delivery, or drive-through services. Gyms, salons, spas, theaters, malls, arcades, and other similar recreational facilities must close. So anything that keeps your mind active or keeps you in shape, keeps you pretty, they don't want you to go anywhere near them. Keep you dumb, keep you at home. All right, group religious services may only be provided by video or teleconference. That is just stupid. All right, whatever. Essential businesses must comply with social distancing guidelines for both employees and general public. What is an essential business? Oh man, that's a big one. What puts money in your pocket? What puts food on your table? How do you buy clothes for your kids? How do you feed your kids? I mean, seriously, how much longer do they think people are going to be able to afford to eat? Unless there's such much bigger plan that's going into place. I don't know, mass homicide? So far, the state and local governments have taken a broad approach to what types of businesses are essential to our daily lives. For the most part, essential businesses include critical infrastructure sector defined by Department of Homeland Security. Well, Homeland Security can go eat one. Businesses providing essential government functions such as law enforcement and first responders. Okay, I can agree with that. Essential healthcare operations, including hospitals, clinics, dentists, pharmacies, and others. If that's true, then why are most of those already closed? Because I've been trying to get appointments for months. Essential retail, primarily including companies providing groceries, food, home goods, and supplies necessary for work from home. And I don't know where these guys get these work from home things, because most of those are scams. Unless you have a business from home. I have a business from home, but it's been dead thanks to this pandemic. I've lost it all. Businesses providing essential household services like cleaning, maintenance, and security, and professional services such as legal or accounting services that are necessary to ongoing essential businesses concerns. So as long as you can borrow money and pay the government, you can stay open. COVID-19 orders are written broadly, as what constitutes an essential business is open to debate. Remember that. I'm going to say it again. As what constitutes an essential business is open to debate. As what constitutes an essential business is open to debate. As what constitutes an essential business is open to debate. For example, any company supplying the products necessary to pack grocery items could be deemed essential to the grocery supplier's delivery of service. The ambiguous wording of the orders affecting particular businesses might leave some owners in the lurch, not knowing whether they're essential under the order and what will happen if the law enforcement decides they are not. Listen, no law enforcement is going to enforce you to close your business. And if a officer or security of any sort does so, they will no longer be seen as law enforcement. They will be a thug with a badge. All right? There will be nothing more than that. Your business is your business. You work and keep it open as long as you deem necessary. You make your own laws in your business because that is yours. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. You have a constitution, and the constitution is the only thing that matters. Gavin Newsom and these other mayors and governors are a bunch of lying crocks of shit. Excuse my language. And they have no power over you. No one has power over you except for you. I get so angry when I hear this crap on TV. Media is blowing this out of proportion. You do as you please. You are a free American. You want to walk outside without a mask, you walk outside without a mask. It is nobody's business what you do. It is your right to do as you please. Anyone who enforces this will not be seen as a police officer. You will be seen as a terrorist, and you will be treated as such. I will not allow this. I will not let my family grow up and be stuck with tyranny and terrorism in our own country, in our own government. It's a load of BS. While a robust civic response to this deadly pandemic is reassuring for most, it can also leave those questioning whether their businesses is essential, wondering how far the government can legally go to enforce the COVID-19 orders in most jurisdictions. Violations of the stay-at-home orders are misdemeanors. They ain't shit. You don't have to go to court for none of this. The orders include their own enforcement mechanisms. The authorized law enforcement to issue fines or to arrest non-compliant business owners. Bullshit. That's not a cop if they arrest you. These punishments are relatively minor. With fines, I'm not paying no fines, and none of the businesses I associate with will pay these fines. They want to come in, we got guns. Bring it, bitches. Any of these authorized punishments are much lower, at $10 to $50 fines and 30 days in jail. Are you serious? They just released half of the jail's occupants because of the coronavirus, and they're going to put you in jail? That's a load of crap, too. Should a given situation escalate, other enforcement mechanisms could entail disorderly conduct, obstruction of government function, citations. Well, I'm sorry, but your government has failed to give us our stimulus checks, failed to help us pay our bills, considering they took all of our jobs, and then they're going to tell us that we can't operate our businesses still? It's been almost a year. Come on. As most law enforcement agencies have expressed the intent to encourage compliance with the COVID-19 orders with an education-first approach to coax businesses owners onto voluntary compliance. What? What's next? Entrainment camps? Given the growing scarcity of supplies, government officials are likely to err on the side of caution in forcing businesses closures where an argument could be made that the goods or services provided by a business are indeed essential. But it's important to remember that the sheriff's or police department mandate is above all to protect public safety, and under the current circumstances to curb the spread of the contagious disease. No contagious disease. Jesus Christ has a 99.8% survival rate. It's less deadly than a head cold. Come on. Please. All this media is blowing all this crap up your ass. Excuse my language again. If your company is still in operation, a recommended practice is to draft an explanation for why you believe your specific business activity is essential under these circumstances. Well, it puts food on my table, keeps my lights on, pays my bills. Virtually, in the modern life, it keeps you alive. How your business is implementing the social distancing practices outlined in the COVID-19 orders for essential businesses. That way, if the health department or sheriff come knocking, you will at least be prepared to answer their questions regarding why your storefront is still open. Because it pays my bills. Because it feeds my family. And if you come knocking to arrest me, you better prepare for a fight. Me and millions of other people are tired of this BS. So, they want to report this video, go ahead, report it. But it's time for you guys to stand up. Enough is enough.